Hey everyone, Vintage Vinny here. Welcome to my eBay sales for the month of August 2023. It was a little stagnant there for a while, didn't have any sales for the amount of time I was at the beach this year. But that's just how it is sometimes. But when I came back, sales just kind of went 1, 2, 3. They just came in droves. It was the craziest thing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what I was able to sell. So this is something that I've actually had in my store for probably over a year. It's a Barbie teen skipper doll, all grown up, from 1996. I paid $10 for this at an antique store, and I sold it for a full asking price of $39.99. Another thing that I've had listed for quite a while is this 1957 Pointer Products Jane Mansfield figural hot water bottle. This also I picked up at an antique store. I believe I paid $45. So this was an item I did pay up for. I did bring it to the Whatnot estate sale extravaganza. It did not sell there. And then, out of the blue, it sold for full asking price of $99.99 after I came back from the beach. So I was really ecstatic with that. So this is really fun. I don't normally pick up toys from McDonald's or Wendy's, anything like that. But something about this just kind of told me to pick it up, I think because I was watching Hey Arnold at the time of me acquiring this. I believe I paid $1 for it, and I sold it for $7, so not like the biggest profit out there, but hey, I'll take it. So this item, this fairy lamp shade from the 90s, I actually bought when I went thrifting in my hometown. If you want to watch that video, it is linked in a card in the top right hand corner, and I'll link it down below as well. And I went to the Old Town Emporium in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And it was in the back of the first store that they have there. And it had been there the year before, and I just never looked at it for whatever reason. So brought it up to the front, didn't have a price on it. The booth that it was in was 40% off, so the lady at the front quoted me a price for it, and it was 40 off of that, so I only ended up spending $4. I'm sorry. $3 for this lampshade, fairy lampshade, and I sold it for a best offer of $35. Speaking of items that I've had for quite a long time, this is a Steam Buggy Power Steam Cleaner, brand new in the box from 2001, so it's 22 years old, never been removed from the packaging. Funny enough, on the box, I don't know if it's going to show or not, but there is some old Kohl's tape on it, so that's probably where this was sold originally. I've had this since before the pandemic, so that just shows you that it's been in my inventory for a long time. I believe I paid about $15 for it, and I did sell it for a best offer of $85. Another item that I did pick up while thrifting my hometown is this OMC, or Otagiri Manufacturing Company, Japan Owl on a Tree canister. I paid $1.99 for it. I bought this at the Salvation Army in my hometown. I didn't find a whole lot of stuff in their houseware section. It slowly but surely shrunk that part of the store, and I just didn't find a whole lot. I believe this was the only item that I walked out of the door with, and I did sell it for full asking price of $29.99. So some Lakerset pieces sell pretty fast, and some sit for a while, and this one did sit for a while before it finally sold. It's just one of those ceramic pitchers. It did have a home goods tag on it when I found it for, I think it was $9.99, I think. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen a home goods sticker before, but if you do, on the right hand side of the, like where it says compare at, and on the right it has like a letter, and then it'll have a month on it. Like it'll say like 0405 for April of 2005. So that's how I knew that this was from 2005, because I worked at Home Goods for 3.5 years, so I got familiar with their tickets and what they meant. Anywho, so that's how I was able to date that piece. I believe I paid about $5.50 for this, and I think it did sell for full asking price. Either that or I took a best offer. Either or, still made more than what I paid for it. Yet another item that I sold from my Thrift My Hometown video and haul is this collector's guide to the ideal Tammy doll. I guess this is just not a book that's found very often, so I saw it and I was like, I would like to have that for myself, but then when I saw how much they sold for, because I only paid $3 for it, I said, okay, let's go ahead and just buy this just to have it and look at it and be able to identify what kind of stuff they made for this doll back in the day. But then I looked it up, and then I saw that it was worth some serious money, so I only paid $3. I listed it for $59.99, and it did sell for full asking price. So if you ever see this book, buy it and sell it if it's reasonably priced. I'm telling you guys, I listed stuff right, as I came home from the beach, and I was very surprised to see that some stuff sold very quickly. So this is a Louis Marks Rocco the Champ Nutty Mad figure. I got this at Hidden Treasures in York on Route 1. Paid $8 for it, and I did sell it for a best offer of $27. I've had this, I think, since the last time we were in Philadelphia with Old Curiosity Shop, Tammy and Dave and Dee, when we stayed in the row house. And we went to a flea market in New Jersey, and I found this new old stock Kenner Plato modeling set from 1977. Paid $1 for it. I had it up for kind of a high number of $49.99. I didn't have anything to compare it to, so I just didn't know. So I listed it high. And then I just dropped the price down a little bit, and then somebody bought it for the $30 price tag that I reduced it to. So I was happy with that. To go from $1 to $30, that's pretty darn good. So, if you all remember, back to our trip to Louisville, I got there about 2 days early. I wanted to kind of just be there and be squared for when we all decided we wanted to go shop and everything. Just because I had picked Dee up from the airport, and I wanted to just kind of be in town and just kind of, settle in. So I stayed at a one of the cheap hotels that they had there, and got what I paid for, basically. But anywho, so I went to a couple of places, and I did find 2 Redken products for $4 each. This is the Get Groomed Finishing Cream. Again, paid $4 a piece. The first one I had sold for $20. This one sold for $40. So I spent $8 essentially, and I got it, and I sold them for a combined total of $60. Redken products are not cheap, y'all. If you ever go to a salon, it can be pricey. This Gillette Fusion Pro Glide shaving gift set I picked up at a Goodwill when I was out in Cumberland, Maryland. I do have plans to go back out that way because I did find some really good stuff. I do want to go, like, maybe on a Friday, because if I go on Sunday, some places that I wanted to go to were closed. So I said, next time I go up there, let's go on a weekday. Because the Queen City Flea Market is open on Fridays, so I'll probably do better there if I go on that time, or around that time. So, yes, so I bought this at a Goodwill for $5. I had it listed for $24.99. I did send out a best offer of $18, and the buyer accepted, so not too shabby. Yet another item that has sat in my eBay inventory for quite a while is this Hallmark Maxine doll. If you all know Maxine, she's just very witty and hilarious, very blunt, no filter kind of a character in the Hallmark series. So I saw this doll at one of the peddler malls that we have here in town, and I think I paid about $5 for her. Maybe it was a little bit less than that. $2, $3, $4, $5 around that range. She sat for a while. I think I had her up for like $50, and then I dropped the price down $10. And then after a while of sitting, she finally sold for the full asking price of $39.99. Yet another item that I've had for a long time is this P4 main board. I have no idea what this is. I just looked at it and was like, okay, this looks interesting. I don't know if the front of the box shows or anything. Oh, well, I just showed the corner. But it had a retail price of $146 on it. And I think I got it for $3.99. So, yeah, another item that did sit for quite a while. I think I may have priced it too high again, and then I just dropped the price, and then I did take a best offer of $54. So again, not too shabby. And the last thing that I would like to share with you all for this month of sales are is this Sebastian Cellophane's Saffron Red color revitalizer. Dad and I went out to a flea market that was here in town at our fairgrounds. Wasn't a very big one. Anyway, so we ventured out into West Virginia just to see what they had out there. I took him to a couple of places. I took him to the Harper's Ferry Indoor Flea Market. I took him to Two Crows Antiques and a few other places. And outside at the Harper's Ferry Indoor Flea Market, because they had some outdoor spaces too, I spotted a bunch of junk. Like, I like to dig sometimes. It just depends on my mood. And they had a whole bunch of stuff, and everything was $1. So I looked in their beauty product area and found these brand new and sealed. And I saw the retail prices were $30 on them. So I was like, okay, these might be worth something. So I only paid, I think I bought 4 or 5 of them, so $5 in total. And this one just sold for $22. So yeah, those were my sales for the month of August. Let me know down below in the comment section what were some of your better sales for the month. What sale surprised you the most? Leave it down below. Thanks so much for watching.